Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to the top 10 Americanisms that really annoy British people. I don't really know what to expect, I'm not gonna lie. Is this gonna be like sort of phrases or ways of acting? I don't know. I'm not gonna chew my cards, very loud. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean when I see sort of the top 10 sort of list, I guess I'm gonna answer whether it actually annoys me, if I've even sort of seen this sort of thing that people hate, or I don't know. I don't really know what to expect, but yeah, I think it'll be an interesting video because it's just sort of top 10 on one of these sort of things that British people hate about America or vice versa. I don't know, we're going to see and test out really, but hopefully you're going to enjoy. See my links to the description, links in the description to my Patreon if you want to see that, and as well as that my Twitch, Twitter and my Instagram links are all there as well if you want to follow those. But let's jump into this one, man. Let's see what this one's about.
Put away the potato chips, say no to sweaters, and fight the fanny pack. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the...
Oh, we'll bring this down a little bit. Oh. What's happened here? What's... Oh, what the fuck has happened here? There we go. That's what you love to see.
The top 10 Americanisms that really annoy British people.
How are you doing in England? Remember, an elevator is called a lift, a mile is called a kilometre, and botulism is called steak and kidney pie.
Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content.
For this list, we're rallying against the words, phrases, and clunky colloquialisms that have slipped into the English language.
Alright, so we're actually going to see if this is true, because I don't even know how... Okay, I guess words like soccer are things that are going to be here, right? I mean, I could agree with that. I mean, even when I was a kid, I used to be pissed by it. I mean, it's just one of those things when you're a kid, you just have to have a reason to try and get angry at anything. And it probably is a thing that a lot of British people hate. But I mean, yeah, we'll have to see if it's even here.
All thanks to our American cousins. So, get your red pens out, the trash talk stops here.
I hate that the flats are now called apartments, I hate that sweets are now called candy, and I hate that instead of nipping out to the shops, you nip out to the convenience store. I hate it.
Number 10, waiting on something.
So we keep waiting on the world to change.
In general, US prepositions can be pretty awkward, but wait on seems to have caught on in the UK too.
Has it?
Physically speaking, you can wait, as in delay or dally, on anything you like, on the platform, the doorstep, even on the car, if you intend to recline on its roof. But with non-physical things like decisions, bank transfers and movie releases, you definitely wait for them. Of course, waiters really do wait on, but most of the rest of us really don't.
Oh, thanks very much. You blonde bastard.
Number 9, I have gotten.
I mean, I had gotten out of control, and I didn't even realize.
This is the most untrue thing so far. I don't even know these terms, so I don't know how they could be hated if I've not even seen these terms. How it can annoy people.
If gotten were a noun, which it isn't, then you could conceivably have it, maybe on toast or somewhere in your kitchen. But have we really gotten excited, anxious, or suitably irate? And when we splash out on designer t-shirts and tell our friends all about it the following day, we haven't gotten new clothes, we just got them. In fairness, most linguists agree that this sneaky suffix is rooted in traditional British English. Think ill-gotten gains, but it's a mostly American habit nowadays.
Yes, might have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for these blasted kids and their dog.
Then you kids deserve a big thanks.
Number 8, you do the math.
Right. Let's do the math.
This one just doesn't add up. Why study mathematics plural, just to be told to do the maths?
Oh, you do the maths. I mean, okay, I can see that one, but at the same time, I don't think it pisses British people off.
Given that this phrase is usually dropped at the end of a debate as some kind of all-conquering conversation ender and insurmountable point prover, we Brits can be quick to bristle whenever it's issued our way. We would suggest going back to school, but that throws up the whole college-university hoo-ha, and there just aren't enough hours in the day.
One way or another, it's a mathematical fact. It's like Vegas.
Number 7, which pants are you wearing? Clumsy line of questioning on an X-rated phone line.
I guess pants because trousers? I don't know what I was expecting. I don't really know what I was going to expect, but it definitely wasn't this, because I don't know how this pisses anyone off. It's just ways of speaking.
Or innocent inquiry about another person's dress code.
Just shut it and put your pants on!
Of course, the underwear or trousers talk all depends upon which side of the Atlantic you're asking from. Interchangeable nouns can often lead expats to embarrassing situations. Remember, your car needs petrol unless it needs gas, which isn't the same fuel used for older style ovens. Sneakers are trainers, although there's nothing especially sly about them, and Band-Aid means plaster, but it's also a seminal 80s charity single, in case you forgot. Number 6, finding the first floor. To another small but significant difference between British and American English, and one which, having crept over from the States, can cause understandable confusion in the UK. When you walk into a building at street level, you're on the ground.
This actually does confuse me, I'm not gonna lie. Because when I think of the first floor, I always still think it's just the first floor, but it's not, it's the ground floor. So say I'm like, I don't know, I'm in a hotel or I'm at a mall or something, and I want to go to the ground floor, the first floor, I'll go there and I'll be like, wait, why am I not at the floor that I want to? Because I just can't get around it. I mean, that's just a me problem. It's just confusing to me. But it is. Like, I mean, we use the term ground floor here. But I always think first floor is going to be the ground floor.
Not the first floor. The first floor is one flight of stairs upwards, but the Americanism says that that level is the second floor.
Oh! It's even more confusing. What?
It's not, but you can start to see why it's vital that the lift's in full working order.
Wait. Do I heard this
Or
wrong?
is one street level, you're on the ground floor, not the first floor. The first floor is one flight of stairs upwards, but the Americanism says that that level is the second floor. It's not, but you can start to see why it's vital that the lift's in full working order. Number 5, have a nice day.
I actually agree with it.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Don't tell me what to do.
In general, most Brits balk at Americans' apparently unbridled enthusiasm, but it's difficult.
Bro, I say this all the time. I'll get a delivery and I always end it like, have a good day. Cheers, have a good day. That's how I always say it. I mean, why does this piss people off? It's just a nice way to say, like, sort of maybe put a little bit of happiness to someone's day. If you just sort of, just like, cheers, see you later. What they've delivered something, you gotta be kind, man. Even if you don't mean it, even though I do mean it, but like, this is confusing me because I feel like a lot of people say that here as well.
To criticise their commitment to peppy customer service. But phrases like good job and have a great day can sound forced and insincere when muttered with the moodiness of a Brit cold caller.
Why the f do you keep asking me that?
It's all in the delivery, this one. Of course, everyone should try to be good to everyone else, and wishing someone well is a lovely thing to do, but let's say it like we mean it.
So have a nice
Number 4, quite right.
Not quite my tempo.
Again, this Americanism mostly frustrates because of the misunderstandings it can inspire. We Brits mostly use quite as a middle ground between not at all and absolutely, for words like dangerous, delicate, or difficult. If something's quite damaged, it's not completely beyond repair.
So, with the dispatch of the sergeant, we will now be able to concentrate on the eradication of our hoodie infestation.
Right.
But the US uses quite as a blanket substitute for very. So, if something's quite extraordinary, then it really is extraordinary. But problems come if you're described as quite intelligent or quite beautiful. For self-esteem's sake, which is it?
Quite right.
Number 3, alternative
That's kind of
facts.
strange. That's really weird how we use the same word, but it's like they mean not completely different things, but like one's. Well, I mean, it is different things, isn't it? Because one is like quite a lot, one's quite like not much. Like if you're, like he explained it. It's just that's weird. I thought it would be the same. And I use the word quite a lot, I feel like. So, I mean, if I was in the US, it'd be very confusing.
Throw Jeremy Paxman out of a window.
Oh, well, kind of.
A term from the top, this idea was first formed following former US Press Secretary Sean Spicer's insistence that Donald Trump's presidential inauguration ceremony was well attended, despite photos seemingly showing that it wasn't. Counselor to the president, Kellyanne Conway, famously defended Spicer, claiming that his version of events was built not on falsehoods, but on alternative facts.
And they're giving Sean Spicer, our press secretary, gave alternative facts to that. But the point remains
Wait a minute, alternative
that there's
facts?
It's jargon worthy of the British writer George Orwell, but we can thank America for making it mainstream and for providing the buzzword for post-truth politics. Number 2, the least worst option.
I'm doing this for the city, not you. You're the least worst option.
Our runner-up rounds on another apparently diplomatic double negative, and 3 words which really mean nothing at all. Because what can a least worst option ever really be?
It's true.
If there's something worse than the worst possible something, then the first worst something was never the worst in the first place.
You have a better bad idea than this?
This is the best bad idea we have, sir. By far.
It's pretty simple, really. Anything that's less worse than anything else can't possibly be labelled the worst, and the least worst of those things that are less worse is actually the best.
Best of a bad situation. I use that term, and that is kind of like a term that a lot of people would use here. The best of a bad situation. So I guess it's not really just the US thing. I think he's being very specific. I don't know, like, because it's in films, whatever, he thinks it's all everyone in the US and it's not people in the UK. When in actuality, a lot of these, it probably is just similar in both countries, how both, like, these sort of ways of speaking are used.
Option available. Hallelujah. Number 1, I could care less.
I could care less.
I
just want to do my job.
Delivered when someone's past the point of caring, and if you've stuck with this video, then this presumably isn't you, so bravo. I couldn't care less makes perfect sense.
This one does get on my nerves a bit. I've never heard it before, but just the idea of it does. I'm like, wait, why is the couldn't not
2
there?
letters and an apostrophe, however, and it definitely does not.
I really couldn't care less.
I could care less implies that there's still some caring to be had, which is rarely what the person speaking wants to convey. I could care less is like conceding that worse things have happened, but with regard to American English, they rarely have.
Because that, as an expression for not or hardly caring, just makes no sense.
I mean, this is a very meh video, but that last one I definitely can see that. But I mean, other than that, it was a bit of a meh video. But I mean, I have always hated I could care less. I never knew it though, because it states that you still care. I could not care less is accurate if you don't care. You forgot irregardless. I am American. That one still makes me want to slap the person that said it. It throws me off the pathological confusion. That can only be treated by alcohol. Alternative facts does not piss the British off. It pisses everyone off. As an American, number 3, alternative facts is only ever stated by Americans to make fun of Trump on the White House. No American says it seriously. I'm literally surprised that literally... That's true. Literally. Proper California girls, man. That's what I think when I think of literally, man. Literally. But yeah, a different video. Hopefully you enjoy this one. I mean, let me know your thoughts if this is even correct, because I mean, I'm sure it isn't. I see the like to dislike ratio and definitely got on a few people's nerves. But I mean, yeah, hopefully you enjoy this still. And if you want more reactions like this, suggest them in the comments. And yeah, until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.